कि जागले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो।
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू माय न्यू व्लॉग। गाइस, सबसे पहले आप सभी को अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मातृभाषा दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं एवं ढेर सारी बधाइयाँ। गाइस, वी सेलिब्रेट इंटरनेशनल मदर टंग डे every year on 21st February to promote linguistic and cultural diversity and multilingualism along the globe. So guys, that's why our college IIIT SRICITY has also organized some wonderful programs on these special occasions. And guys, these programs include essay writing competition, poster making and elocution. Guys, elocution means it's like an extempore. Participants are given some random topics on the spot and they have to speak for 2 minutes, and the participants will perform the best. He would be the winner. Guys, program will start from 5 p.m. and only few minutes are remaining. So guys, we have reached to the academic block and program is going to be start within few minutes. Guys, you might be thinking that why this International Mother Tongue Day is celebrated every year. Guys, I want to tell you a fact that according to a research, United Nations and organizations has mentioned that every 2 weeks one language is lost, and around 43% of the 6,000 estimated languages spoken across the globe are in danger. So guys, you can feel that how much mother tongue languages are in the danger. So guys, we definitely need to preserve all these mother tongue languages. Guys, language is not just a means of communication, but it also represents vast cultural and intellectual diversity. So we need to preserve our mother tongues, and especially in a country like India, where more than 234 languages are spoken, and only due to this cultural and traditional diversity, we the Indians are known across the globe. So we should definitely preserve our culture and tradition. Guys, I want to share one beautiful line with you all, and it is said by one of the most revolutionary leader of the world, Nelson Mandela, that if you speak to a person in a language that he understands, it goes to his head, and if you speak to him in his language, it goes to his heart. Guys, program is going to start within few minutes. We are inside the room 115. As you can see, these are the posters which are made by the students. Guys, our director sir is coming. As you can see, now program is going to start.
नमस्ते,
सत श्री अकाल,
नमस्कार,
आदाब,
प्रणाम,
namaskar,
वनस्कम.
namaskaram. Everything can change, but not the language that we carry inside us, like a world more exclusive and final than one's mother's womb.
Honorable Director Sir, respected staff members, and to all my fellow mates present here, good evening to you all. I, Nehul Singh,
And I, Sudashri,
welcome you all to this event planned on the auspicious occasion of Matribhasha Divas.
21st February of each year is commemorated worldwide as the International Mother Language Day. The day is celebrated to promote linguistic and cultural diversity and multilingualism around the world. Language is not just a means of communication, it also represents our vast cultural and intellectual heritage. There are 121 languages in India. 22 of them are specified in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India mentioned in Part 8, while the rest 99 are specified in Part 2. In addition to that, India has 270 mother languages as well.
The genesis of the day belongs to 21st February 1952, when Pakistani forces fired on Bangla-speaking people, which led to many deaths and finally the birth of Bangladesh. Later in 1998, two non-resident Bangladeshis from Canada, Rafiqul Islam and Abdul Salam, had written to Kofi Annan, the Secretary of United Nations. They requested the UN to take steps to save the endangered languages of the world by declaring an International Mother Language Day on 21st February. The proposal was accepted by UNESCO in 1999, and from then onwards, on 21st February, we are celebrating Mathribhasha Divas every year.
Now let's start off this event with a prayer song in Sanskrit by Meghna and Immigrants. I now request everyone to kindly stand for the prayer.
मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमया ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Thank you guys for prayer. I would now like to invite Meghna and Sai Balu to present their mashup too.
मनी साहिब जी जाने हैं सब जी, फिर भी बनाए बहाने. नैना नवाबी जी देखे हैं सब जी, फिर भी ना समझे इशारे. मनी साहिब जी हाँ करता बहाने, नैना नवाबी जी ना समझे इशारे. धीरे धीरे नैनों को धीरे धीरे, जिया को धीरे धीरे, भाइयों रे साहिबो. धीरे धीरे बेगाना धीरे धीरे, अपना सा धीरे धीरे लागे रे साहिबो.
Thank you guys for such an amazing performance.
I now call upon Aditya Raj and Ayush Singla to sing a song in Hindi. This song is devoted to our beloved late Mrs. Srimati Lata Mangeshkar, nicknamed the Nightingale of India and the Queen of Melody.
लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर से जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो, शायद फिर से जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. लग जा गले हमको मिली नसीब से, जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से. फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. लग जा गले पास आइए कि हम नहीं आएंगे बार बार. बाहें गले में डाल के हम रो ले जार जार. आँखों से फिर ये प्यार की बरसात हो न हो, शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो. लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो,
guys for such an amazing performance. Let thy speech be better than silence, or be silent. This is a famous quote. Speech is an important part of expressing ourselves, and it is a daily essential we all use in our lives. However, being good at expressing yourself on the spot through speech is now considered an essential skill amongst all people. Let us now begin the elocution competition, a competition that will showcase the speaking skills of some of our fellow students. The elocution will be judged by our honorable judges present here. All the participants kindly pay attention. The rules will now be explained.
All participants are requested to pick a topic from the given charts. The participants will be given 2 minutes to prepare and 2 minutes to speak on their respective topics. They will also be notified when 30 seconds are left of their time. The third participant is Avinash Saroj, and he will be speaking on the topic, does our language culture affects the way we see the world?
Yes, hello. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. So, I've been to many countries, I've seen many cultures, and let me tell you, the culture of our nation or community is usually stored in language. Let me give you a case study of 2 languages, Japanese and Hungarian. Okay, basically, you might have seen, you might be more familiar with Japanese culture. You know that usually Japanese people are more polite when it comes to human interaction or behavior in general. You can attribute this to the language quite easily because the most insulting word in Japanese is just a strong way of saying the word you. So yeah, but when it comes to Hungarian, I was learning from my friend who I haven't met in real life. He's my online friend. I've asked him, hey, could you please tell me what does please mean in Hungarian? And he laughed it off. Literally in the entire language of Hungarian, nobody has a translation for the word please. And the society is quite rude. I mean, for them it's quite normal. When you go there as a foreigner, you'll definitely see the difference and think, what a barbaric bunch. But to them, that's home, and they've lived that way and they enjoy it. So yeah, basically the way you see the world and the way you behave with it, the way you interact with it is through language. And if you have the language of your choice, then you can see the world through that lens. And the more languages you learn, the more lenses you see through, the less xenophobic you'll be, the more diversity you'll see. So yeah, to conclude, learn more languages, see the world through a different lens. It's really fun out there. I'm serious. Thank you.
Thank you, Avinash.
Our 7th participant will be Muhammad Asif, and he will be speaking on the topic, the role of the mother tongue for immigrants.
Language is the roadmap of culture. It tells you where people come from and where people will go. The topic given to me today is the role of mother tongue for immigrants. As a quote I said earlier, without your mother language, you will follow a blind path which may lead to nothingness. I myself, I lived in Bahrain, and the most common language in Bahrain was Arabic, then followed by English. Oftentimes I was afraid to speak my mother language because I would be judged for where I come from and for what my culture represents. But here I am today, as a few moments earlier, I spoke proudly in my mother tongue, that's Urdu. Without our mother tongue, without our culture, we lose our identity, because our identity lies in our past. To reach the future, we must scroll through the past. That is where we lie, that is where everything lies. Because if it wasn't for our culture, if it wasn't for our mother tongue, we wouldn't be here today. We'd be somewhere else doing other things which probably wouldn't be as exciting as this. Our mother language is by far the most important thing, and as generations progress, for immigrants tend to pick up the language of the the country that they're living in. But it's at utmost important to remember where you come from, to remember your roots, and to remember where you go and to teach your children and grandchildren your mother tongue to preserve the culture. I'm not saying that you shouldn't pick a second language, because to learn a second language is to have a second soul. Thank you.
Thank you, Asim.